Welcome to Smash Writing. I am Paul. This is Justin. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. It's time for some psychotic Christmas movies. Yeah.
That's the one good thing about this time of year. You heard me.
Today's episode is brought to you by Ruffles Potato Chips.
No, we're not.
No. But today we are reviewing the 2015 film, I believe, Krampus. Ironically enough, I really wanted to review this film. I don't know if we wasn't reviewing back then, but I was actually wanting to watch this when this originally first came out. So, alright, 8 years later, here we are.
That sounds about right for us.
Yeah, better late than never, though. Movie is starring Adam Scott, which I have such a distaste for Adam Scott.
How dare you?
I don't know why. He could be like a really, really cool dude. I just don't like him as an actor. But let's get into Krampus.
Alright, so this movie starts off with a brawl. People battling for sales. Which might actually be out of date. I don't see many brawls happening in stores anymore. Because of the way they run Black Friday sales.
And there ain't many stores anymore. It's
not near us anyway.
Yeah, it's Amazon.
But, including their son Max, who gets into a fight because one of the kids were talking about there's no Santa being real. And the grandma has been working tirelessly, by the looks of it, making cookies just for the mom to buy
more cookies. Bastards! Ain't nothing wrong with homemade cookies.
She hangs up a beautiful Christmas photo of Santa looking at her teenage daughter's ass. Merry Christmas. The grandma and the son Max both still believe in Santa, though. She's trying to talk him up to writing a letter to Santa. And the cousins arrive. Straight from the backwoods. And their arrival is shown beforehand by due to their shitty Humvee shaking the house. Which allows me, though, to set up. Fuck the Steelers! Eagles! 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 And I brought the Steelers down to dinner. Let's go Eagles! Let's go! Woo, woo. Let's go Eagles! Let's go!
Oh my god.
And they brought their dreaded Aunt Dorothy with them, who's a monster. And they forgot the baby in the car. And of course, their son is named Junior. Don't do this to your children. Name them something unique and original, not after family members.
My daughter's not named Junior.
I wouldn't be surprised. But they steal his letter. Their two daughters steal the letter off of Max, and they start reading it. And he wrote down their dad wanted them to be boys. So yeah, I believe it.
Well, you see the way they dress her, they're like, yeah.
Yeah. Pisses him off, and he rips off the letter and throws it out the window. And despite, his dad trying to talk him not to do it, he throws out the letter. And it gets the attention of the Krampus. They really hate the holiday theme. Like, you have to like them because they're family. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, not really.
But, I don't know why you toss the letter out of the window and not a trash can.
Or in the fire.
Or in the fire.
Like, you had better options.
But in comes the thundercloud. And the next day it's complete white out of blizzard. They can hardly see through the yard except for one evil-looking snowman that nobody seems to remember making.
What's the daughter's name? I'm like literally drawing a blank on the daughter. Because she does the dumb shit like she wants to go see her boyfriend.
Yeah, she goes to see her boyfriend. I did not write her name down. I just referred to her as she.
Well, she plays like a role and then is like...
There's a delivery man who delivers a package, and there's also a red satchel. And the guy's like, where do they get all this free stuff from? Why would you jump to the conclusion that it's free?
Yeah, just because
it's been delivered to the house, which means they bought it. Except the red satchel, that's Krampus. But still, why would you... There's this free shit they get. It must be a Democrat thing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Howard was an idiot.
Yeah. But the girl, like he said, the daughter leaves. She walks out to go see her boyfriend, and she like walks into nighttime, and she's attacked by Krampus and is grabbed up by something that comes out of the jack-in-the-box and is dragged off. But the power at the house goes out. Everyone's like panicking and everything. But they decide that they're going to go and go check it out. It's going to be Howard and Adam Scott. And they get there and immediately are suspicious of everything because a lot, like, the windshield, they find the delivery truck, I think it is a snowplow truck, it's destroyed, the windows caved in.
And what makes it more suspicious is that it's inward, so it indicates somebody was trying to get into them.
Yeah. So they get out the guns and they go inspect the boyfriend's house, and no one's there. There's one gingerbread man that's stabbed onto the wall.
Those gingerbread.
But they go back home or try to get, like, they can hear the daughter screaming, but they can't find her. Howard almost gets sucked into the snow by some monster, and they just manage to get back to the house. And the mom stresses the fact you've got to keep the fire hot. But they decide that they're going to hunker down for the night, barricade themselves in, and wait for the morning for the snowstorm to die off, and then go looking for the daughter then. So Howard decides he's going to be the man and protect his flock and stay up first shift. He falls asleep immediately. And Junior gets fish hooked because the fire gets out, and a fish hooked with a gingerbread man as bait. He kind of deserves that death. And the mom blames everyone for, the grandma blames everyone for being responsible for this. And she tells the story of when she was a little girl and the village going on hard times and the Christmas spirit going away, that she wishes that she was alone. And that night, the Krampus came and took all of her parents and left her alone with one gift marked Krampus as a reminder to keep the Christmas spirit alive.
Which Krampus goes after, like, the naughty list of people more than, obviously. And apparently it's such a borderline. If you don't have Christmas spirit or you're naughty, Krampus come get you.
Yeah. Well, it seems like almost like he was fulfilling the wish made. Somewhat. We'll get into that later. And so they're all trying to formulate a plan, and while that's going on, the toys that were in the red satchel come to life. There's an evil teddy bear, an evil robot, a giant jack-in-the-box that eats one of the girls. Howard is fucked up by a bunch of gingerbread men.
Which is the best. Which is the best. The dog saving the day by eating the gingerbread.
The dog eats one of the gingerbread men. He tries to take out the jack-in-the-box, but they all come crashing through the ceiling. And that's when the elves show up. And they snatch Howard. Oh no, did they snatch Howard here? They snatch Aunt Dorothy here.
Oh, Aunt Dorothy.
Howard jumps on the jack-in-the-box and rides him out. But then they hear the foghorns and they leave. And they're going to go run for the snowplow, but grandma stays behind to face off with Krampus. But she falls. And then, at this point, Krampus ain't messing around. In one go, he gets Adam Scott, he gets the mother, he gets
he starts really just, like, first, like, half of the movie, he's, like, toying with them, and then all of a sudden, he's just basically, like, gobbling them up.
Yeah.
He was like, let's get this done with, and then, yeah, and it like, instantly, it goes from, like, 6 of them down to the
two, it's the little, one of the girls and Max, and they get the girl, leaving just Max alone. Krampus gives him the same ornament he gave the grandma, and he leaves. Well, Max runs after him, and he finds him, and he's pleading with him to not throw the bodies into the pit of hell.
Which he does anyway.
Which he does anyway. But Max says, that's not what I wanted. I just wanted things to go back to the way they were. And Krampus takes a moment, pause, and then throws him into the hole. But he wakes up, and it's almost like it's all a dream sequence, but then he opens his gift, and it's a Krampus spell, and all the family goes quiet, and they're looking at it.
Like, their memories all come back. Apparently, like, they forget, like, if something wipes their, when they fall into the pit, they wipe their memories clean, but then they can remember, like, wait, something happened last night.
Yeah. And Krampus gave him what he wanted. He had the perfect Christmas, and they're all snuck in a snow globe.
Well, that was more of the vision. Like, that's how Krampus is watched, because he wants to make sure they're living up their side of things. So they're not stuck in the snow globe. They're just... That's just what Krampus uses to watch over the families that make the deals with them.
That's Krampus.
Here's the thing. Seemed like there was so much hype around this film, if I can remember correctly, way back there. And to me, I don't think it could ever gain its footing of what it wanted to do. Did it want to be taken seriously? Did it want to be horror? Did it want to be, comedy? I mean, obviously with the actors that they had involved.
Well, I think it was very much horror comedy. You're supposed to just have fun with this movie. Don't treat it too seriously.
But then it seemed like they were treating it seriously.
Well, the characters have to treat it seriously.
Well, yeah, but even then they could show some type of comedy. I don't know. I didn't really catch the hype, I guess.
There were some funny moments with the cousins. I remember watching the trailer in 2015 thinking, this is dumb. I didn't bother.
And how ironic. I was the one that was like really wanting to go see it. Like, I was like, this looked like I should go see it.
I did enjoy some of the parts with like the cousins, the little girls, like, he didn't want us to be boys.
Meanwhile, they got the short hair, the hunting,
the wrestling classes going on randomly doing this.
Yeah.
The uncle's a tryhard. The uncle got annoying. Him and his stupid truck. He's like, my truck can make it all the way to here before dawn. It's like, your truck will run out of gas before you hit city limits. What are you talking about?
Or how he like rides Adam Scott's characters because he was like in the Eagle Scouts or something.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what survival
I was
is.
a football player. I tackle people.
The gingerbread, I gotta admit, was I had a good thrill out of the gingerbread. I don't know why. It was just
that slow motion shot of the gingerbread man lunging at him with a candy cane just to be eaten by the dog.
Yeah.
It's like, poor dog. Wasn't he on fire when he ate it?
No, I think he went through the fire or something. The dog had a bad rap, but meanwhile it was like one of the most productive characters in the film.
Farrah is an ugly dog.
Yeah.
Those are ugly dogs. Those are like
the bulldogs.
Ankle tall bulldog.
The character of Aunt Dorothy, she had like one good line, which kind of like sold the movie. Like how the grandmother didn't speak English until like she needed to speak English, and Aunt Dorothy's like, here's the English. I knew it. Like that was just calling out like so many movies that likes to do that, where one character, whether it's a comedy, action, whatever, there's always a freaking character that will speak in a foreign language, but then will speak English. It's like, wait, you could have spoke English the whole time.
Well, there's that one character. I think we can both agree Junior deserved it. He had to get caught by a fish hook.
Yeah, and what drove him to the fish? Like
the gingerbread man. He wanted to eat the gingerbread man.
Okay, well, see, like there you go. That's
he woke up like, ooh, gingerbread man on hook. Oh.
Like, even a toddler of like 3 years old would comprehend, like, maybe I shouldn't go and follow this walking, talking gingerbread on a hook. I don't know.
I did have a lot of fun with this movie. We're ragging on it, but it was a goofy, fun movie.
Yeah, I think that's like where, like, it may sound like we're like bashing, but it was fun to watch. I just couldn't get a sense of what direction they really wanted. Like, was it horror comedy? 1 minute was it too serious, 1 minute was too light. But for what it was worth, it had rewatchable, like a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna say it's one of those ones where you make a yearly tradition to watch it or something, but I will rewatch it again.
That's not Ernest Saves Christmas.
I'm so glad that we booked our Christmas schedule, because I really...
Next year.
Next year, you're going to make me watch Ernest... what's it called?
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Jesus.
I'll do Ernest Scared Stupid for Halloween time too. It could be just an earnest year next year.
No, oh god, well, that'll be an off-camera discussion. Because your James Bond idea is still going strong too, and we just already are faltering. Anyway, final thoughts in grade.
Fun movie. This fun B-. We'll call it B-.
You know what? I will say that it was a fun ride. Even though it probably would have had a higher grade for me, but I think I'm going to give it right around on B as well. Despite it being an Adam Scott film, I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Scott. Don't know why. He just has like an asshole
You guys
face.
take it up with him.
But no, it was a fun ride, some goofiness, some seriousness. Try to do some Christmas horror. It became what it became. So yeah, I'm giving it a B. Now on to the next film.
Let's go Eagles! Woo!
Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.